Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Ready to rumble!
Yeah, baby. That's a good intro. Hello, everyone. Shane Oliver from Brandon, Manitoba. Born and raised in Prince Edward Island. Am I screaming? I have sinus problems today, and I'm yelling. Oh, you didn't finish the freaking intro again. Squirrel! I'm a disgruntled, displaced Prince Edward Islander. Oh, I hate when they say Prince Edward Islander or P.E. Islander. Squirrel. That sign from... Oh, you know I've been away far too long when I can't think... Oh, Capillet? No, Capillet. Where we used to do the canned beer runs outside the border of Borden, Cape Turpentine. What was that little town called? I could look it up, but I'm not going to. Someone else can tell me. You all know what I'm talking about. Remember back in the 80s, Prince Edward Island banned cans because too many jackasses were throwing them out the window, littering the entire island. So instead of throwing cans, we threw pop bottles, which was good for me. I made a lot of cash that way, walking up and down the dock road, picking up every bottle I saw or found. Where were we? Thanksgiving has come and gone, and we are no closer to knowing what the Montreal Canadiens are today. So I guess what they are, or is, or what they could be, they must be exactly what everybody said they were. A middle-of-the-pack team, scrounging to get wins. Don't care about wins. Remember, this season's not about winning. It's about progression. And it's working. The rookies are all looking phenomenal. Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield. Dynamite! That's a fact, Jack. Those two are two of the greatest 1-2 punch in the NHL. Don't you agree? You must agree with that. No, I know there are no Mitch and Austin. Nobody can be as good as Mitch and Austin. They walk on water. I heard they cured the common cold. It's all over TSN, Sportsnet. Those two walk on water. And no freaking doubt, they play the game like it's a freaking Pee-wee tournament. No one touches them. What is wrong with people? That's okay, though. They're good. This one's for Robbie Fraser, my buddy from Prince Edward Island. He's from Cornwall, Stratford. Either or. You're just a couple of rubber boots away from being a Smith Rotor. Oh, I can't say that. That's so impolite. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, Robbie, this one's for you. The Toronto Maple Leafs are freaking phenomenal. They're kicking ass in so many directions right now, it's not even funny. I predicted September they would be first in the Adams division, and we already talked about why I call it the Adams division. First in the Adams division, and knocked out in the first round of the playoffs because they refuse to fix the problems that they have. But now I'm changing my mind. Here's what they're going to do. This is what the Magic 8 Ball says. The Magic 8 Ball said to me a couple nights ago, the Magic 8 Ball said the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to win 3 rounds. That's how you do it in Europe, 3 rounds. And they probably will go to the Stanley Cup Finals, where they lose to the Winnipeg Jets. The Winnipeg Jets and the Toronto Maple Leafs. There's a Bettman chaotic finals that he does not want to see, right? Right? Oh, I'm looking for your approval again. Yes, Bettman does not want to see the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Winnipeg Jets in the finals. I do. I watch the Toronto Maple Leafs all the time. I really do, Robbie. Well, except when Montreal is playing. But I've watched every single Leaf Squirrel. I've watched every single Squirrel. I've watched Squirrel. Hold on a second. I'm not sure what's going on there. Probably a concussion thing. Okay, so what's wrong with the Leafs? Right. Oh, right. pucking mannerisms. What's wrong with the Leafs? Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner and Justin Bieber. That's what's wrong with the Leafs. They play hockey like Justin Bieber sings and like he walks around. That's how they play hockey. And that's not a good look on the hockey gods. The hockey gods don't like that. They don't like drama queens. The hockey gods like hardcore hockey players who walk into an arena like they own the place. They don't walk into an arena like it's a red carpet and all the eyes are, look at me, love me, hug me. That's what I got from Justin Bieber the other night. Look at me, everyone. Oh my God. And you still kicked ass. Congrats, Mitch Marner. He's on the way. He's destroying all the records. I love the guy. I really do. But yes, you didn't fix the problem, Robbie. Once the playoffs come, all those teams that you're kicking ass with right now, you don't see those teams in the playoffs. You see all the fast, hardcore teams with all the big hockey players, all the big hitting, hardcore winning battles on the boards, fast action. Because they're going to lay those two out, and they'll probably get knocked out in the first round. But if they do not, and this is the season that this could happen, because right now, what we're looking around the NHL, you can't predict what's going to happen. So why not? Why not pick the Leafs to go all the way? I am. They're freaking good. They're fast. They got lots of goals. That defense core without Riley and I can never, is it Muzzin? Yeah, Muzzin. That's the way to play hockey. So yeah, they're going to go to the finals and they could win. But the odds are against you. Back to the Montreal Canadiens. The highlight of December so far, well, there's two highlights. But my favorite one is how they walked into Calgary and beat them. Because I hate the Calgary Flames. I don't hate a lot of teams. I hate the Boston Bruins, the Philadelphia Flyers. I don't hate the Leafs. The Leafs are entertaining. I like the Leafs. They're good for the soul, the Leafs. They're good. When you're a Habs fan, they're good for the soul. Because they can't beat the Habs. Squirrel. Where was I? We beat the Calgary Flames. I didn't care about anything on that road trip because, you know, the season's not about wins. It's about progression. But I wanted to beat the Flames. I hate the Flames. And I wanted to beat the Nucks. But we got embarrassed in Vancouver. Up 4-0. I was watching the last 3 minutes of the first period. You could see Vancouver's like, ooh, we're going to take it to these guys. And I was going to go to bed because I'm old and I'm tired. And I'm like, I better stay up because something different's going to happen tonight. It's one of those New York Ranger, Montreal Canadiens nights, only the opposite. And I was freaking right. They came back and walked all over us. But we, what's the word? We were resilient. We kept coming back, you know. Oh, look good that did us. Played the Oilers. Got our asses handed to us. That was brutal. Penalties. Where were we? Looking at the notes. Yeah, we got spanked by the Oilers. Spanked by the Nucks. Leafs, the mighty Leafs. Yes, yes, yes. So I already talked about the Leafs. Yes, I predicted that. Yes, yes. The other highlight for the month of December so far is the Slavkovsky talk. You know, 3 days ago on Twitter, I posted that it's time to see what we have for next year. And Marty St. Louis was listening. Just like when I was doing the stairs the other day with my weights. Yeah, I saw you, Marty. I saw you running up those stairs with the weights on your hands. You read. I know you follow me on Twitter. I know you're one of those hidden ghost accounts. You're like, oh, that's Shane Oliver. Squirrel. That's Shane Oliver's doing stairs with freaking 25-pound weights in his hands. And he's not walking. He's freaking squatting up each one. Yeah, that's doing the stairs. Not that pansy ass running up and down in your shorts and t-shirt and fancy $2,000 sneakers made by Nuki. Can you imagine wearing $2,000 sneakers? No thanks. Oh, they're not sneakers anymore. They're running shoes. Sorry, Gen Y. Where was I? Oh, Slavkovsky. Holy Scheisen. Scheisen, Slavkovsky. Look at Slavkovsky. I love that sign. I can paint anything. Squirrel. Slavkovsky. The kid is awesome. You can see why they chose him first overall. But I would like to see him in the World Juniors. I want to see what he can do against all the best U20, all the best juniors that are going over there. Everyone after him that's available to go or invited is going, except for him. He's the only freaking one. And that's why Montreal is going to send him. They're like, well, he's no better than Nemec or freaking Wright or Cooley. Is it Gauthier, the other fella? He's no better than any of them. In fact, they're all probably equal. Well, you can't compare the defensemen with them. But yeah, so I think they should send him. Why not? Hurt his development. Who said? Someone said, oh, it'll hurt his development. Yes, missing 5 games in an 82-game schedule will destroy this kid. It will absolutely, he's going to be so heartbroken. Oh, they don't want me anymore. No. They're going to explain to him why he's going. Have some fun. Go win a freaking medal, probably a bronze, because they're not going to beat US and they're not going to beat Canada. But they have a good chance at a medal. Why not? There's no RU there. You know why. FURU. Get out of Ukraine. But yeah, you're not going to hurt his development. In fact, you'd be helping the Habs. You'd be one less offensive forward playing those 10 days, whatever it is. 10 days, whatever it is. Yeah, you'd be helping the Habs because it'd be one less player that could probably pot some goals, and the Habs could drop a couple levels. Hey, that's a good way. I just segment. How do you say that? What a good segue. Anyway, yeah, you're not going to hurt his development by sending him to the World Juniors. He's playing against his peers. They're all equal. They're all phenomenal hockey players. And if he can compete with them, he can compete with anybody. Because every year he goes up. He goes up a level, he competes. And that's just the way it is. He's improving, yeah. That's what we all want to hear. Oh, he's improving every game. Oh, that's great. I don't want to hear he's improving every game. I want to hear, geez, this guy's phenomenal. Look at him going. But I don't say that. I don't see that. And I don't want him playing in the NHL. I want him in Laval. I want him ripping up the frickin' Laval, Laval Rocket. Can you believe I almost forgot that? How can you forget that? Hurt his development. That's the biggest cop-out I've ever seen. Oh, you can't put Kirby Dach with Slavkovsky. You'll ruin that first line. What does Marty St. Louis do today? Exactly what I said 2 days ago. We want to see what the future is, correct? That's what we want? Let's see what Dach can do at center with some talent around him. It's time. Suzuki and Cole are good to go. They don't need any more offense on that line. In fact, let's spread the wealth. So that's what they're doing. Get Anderson up there, get him some playing time, get him some couple goals. You got to get these guys going, and that's how you do it. I don't care about, what was it? Oh, I wish I could remember what he said. Squirrel, whatever. Anyway, you're not going to, this is the way to go. This is the season to try out every possible scenario there is. And when I say I want Slavkovsky playing with Dach, I get what I want. That's the way it goes. I'm Shane the hockey goof. I'm spoiled. I always get what Jack guy can't play in the NHL. He sure can. And he is. Because I get what I want. I. Oh, I don't like that. That sounds like I'm an individual. Conceited motherfucker. But I'm not. I'm not conceited. I'm not conceited. What am I? What did Mark Dumont say to me? Oh, Mark, I wish you wouldn't have done that last night. You were sipping, weren't you? You were having a few on a Friday night at 11 o'clock, and you're like, look at this clown. Oh, he's weird. No, I'm not weird. You can't say, well, you can say anything you want, but you can't say, Squirrel, you can't say, oh, Cristobal Huet is so underrated. He's got a 920 save percentage, second only to Ken Dryden. You make it sound like, and you're in fact correct, that's a fact, but you make it sound like he played 10 years with the Canadians, when in fact he only played 3, all less than 41 games a season, I believe. I don't know, I don't remember. But he went 58 wins, 52 losses, or 51 losses, including the overtime losses. That's average. He's not underrated. He's exactly what he is. Average. Very good goaltender. Put him on a high-scoring hockey team. I'm sure he'll win a cup. Oh, right, he did win a cup with the Blackhawks. And what did you call me? Weirdly... Well, that's weirdly upsetting. It doesn't matter, Mark. Anyway, you can tell I am not weirded out or mad or upset about anything. In fact, let's drink to that. Because, That's the good stuff right there. Every Saturday, I have my Pepsi. 2 cans in 1 glass with a couple shots of lime. Squirt, squirt. Anyway, Mark, where were we? Yeah, so don't get upset. Don't think that I'm trying to one-up you. All I wanted to do was explain to all your followers, because, Mark, you have thousands of followers. You're an influencer. So whatever you say, your fans adore you, and they're going to listen to it. But you can't have fans thinking, oh, wow, he's as good as Ken Dryden. No, his 920 stat is as good as Ken Dryden. But in fact, he's only as good as the other 3 goalies that played 100 games. Or 117. In fact, one of those goalies, Bebo, I think his name was, played in the 1940s. So please. I get it, though. I get it. You want to tweet something funny? Interesting? Yeah, it's interesting. Congrats, Cristobal Huey, going to the IIHF Hockey Hall of Fame. That's a big honor. All those international stars should be going. You know, Carey Price, Ken Dryden. I'm sure it's full of international stars. Tony Esposito, international star, yeah. Rogie Vachon should be in there too, I think. I'll have to have a look later. Cristobal is going, representing France. Good for him. Anyway, that's about it. I got nothing else. I didn't bring my phone, so I don't know what my actual rant of the day was. Montreal Canadiens going to win tonight? They're playing the LA Kings. Yeah, they're going to win. They are going to beat the LA Kings tonight. You want to know why? And this is why. The LA Kings got spanked the other night. They have maybe 2 players that matter, maybe 3. 1 really good defenseman. Poor Jonathan is sucking dirty palm water in net there. And what is he? Must be 38 now. I'm pretty sure he and Price came up together at the same year. Anyway, squirrel. But yeah, they've been in Montreal for 2 nights now, drinking as much dirty Molson product as they can. So you know what that means? I'm hoping, I'm praying, because it's Saturday night. We don't want to watch a very angry LA Kings come into Montreal and kick their ass. We don't want to see that. I want to see lots of goals. I want to see a Slafkovsky hat trick. You know what? If Slafkovsky gets a hat trick, one lucky follower and whoever comments on this YouTube video is gonna get a Charlie 2000 Montreal Canadiens prize package. I'm in the giving mood. But if I want a hattie from Slaffy tonight, a hattie from Slaffy. That's pretty good. That's not bad. I want a hattie from Slaffy. I want to see 7 goals. I want to see the Kings. I want to see the Kings score nothing. You know what? I want nothing. I want 7 goals by the Canadiens, a Slaffy hat trick, and a Montreal Canadiens victory on a Saturday night. Because I'm Shane from Brandon and I get what I want.